Hello everyone and welcome back to the Financial Freedom Show. I know it's been a really long time and I really missed you guys. I haven't been able to make videos recently because of some things that have been going on in my life, and I hope you'll understand that. One thing that was a major change from before is I've switched platforms. I now use Fidelity for investing. So I've moved all of my assets from M1 Finance over to Fidelity just because I kind of like the layout of Fidelity more. I believe it's more established than M1 Finance. M1 Finance is more of like a beginner level investing platform. But after a while, the limited trading windows and the limited amount of offerings that they've been having recently made me decide to switch over to Fidelity. So going forward, I'll be using Fidelity as my main brokerage on this channel. So as you can see, my balance actually is higher than it used to be on the original portfolio. So just an update where I am overall. In the past year, I've been paying off my student debt. This has been something that has been a goal of mine ever since the beginning of this year, and I actually just completed it last week. So my entire $26,000 of student debt is completely paid off. So that's going to free up a lot more income once the payments restart. That way I won't have to put it into the actual student debt. I'll just put it into investing. So that's going to be interesting as time goes on. Something else that you'll notice that's different about my portfolio is it's not changing daily. That's because I'm currently in government money market funds. So I'm in SPAXX, which is Fidelity's government money market fund. Basically, it's a little over 4% each year that you earn in interest. So my entire $43,000 is in that money market fund. So every month I'll be getting a payout somewhere around $200, I believe, which is not bad actually, considering that you're not taking any risks in the market. And that's very good considering what the market is doing today and recently with the credit rating downgrade. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. We'll talk a little bit about what's going on with me and what I am planning to do in the future. So on this channel, I did run a poll for you guys to see what you guys wanted out of the future videos. And unanimously, it looks like you guys want a weekly update on my portfolio. So that's what I'm going to try to deliver to you guys. I was kind of hesitant to restart this channel just because of my changes in philosophy and investing and my current events that are going on in my life. I'm getting married next year, so there's been some expenses that have gone out of my portfolio. As you can see, I actually reached a peak of about $59,000 or $60,000 in April of this year. And then I actually took out some money to help pay off my student loans. And the second drop here is where I took out some money to help pay off the wedding. And then the last drop here is where I took out some money so that I could pay off the rest of my student loans. And they are completely paid off. So that has worked out. We'll take a look in a few minutes at my net worth statement. I kind of made like an Excel spreadsheet of my net worth to track it over time. I feel like that might be more interesting for this channel. I want this channel to be mainly a long-term focused investor channel. So we're only going to be talking about ETFs, barely going to talk about individual stocks, and we're just going to continue to stay up to date on the market, but we're not going to make our decisions based on the market. The only reason that I have my cash in SPAXX is because I am planning on buying a home soon. So it's in there for a down payment. That's going to be interesting to see how much of a down payment I can save by the end of this year and early next year, because I plan on buying a house sometime next summer. Once that happens, my portfolio is obviously going to go down. That's kind of one of the other reasons I was hesitant to restart this channel, is just because there's so much going on in my life that the portfolio is going to continue to hover around the same value, if not go down over the next year. And I don't want that to be something that you guys see as, you know, me not putting in the effort towards investing, because I totally see the benefits of leaving your money in the market. But at the same time, if I can get 4% risk-free and I'm looking to purchase something within a year, if the market goes down or the value of homes in the area goes down, that's going to be really helpful to have the cash sitting on the sidelines so that I can actually purchase that asset and build even more wealth over time. It's not a wise idea to try and time the market. I'm just doing this because I don't want to risk the money. If the interest rate was lower, like it was 2 or 1%, then I probably would just stay invested in the market. But in this case, it's actually kind of strange that the return on a money market fund is so high at this point and continuing to go up every month. So that's something that I'm going to stay invested in for the next year or so while I continue to save up for that down payment. This total balance is actually my entire Roth IRA, which is about $26,492, which that actually was invested completely in VUG, and it was invested in that all the way up until the peak of the market a couple of days ago. So I actually just recently sold out of that and bought into SPACs just so that I can continue to save up for that down payment. So my entire portfolio is currently out of the market. But I'm actually kind of fine with that. If I miss out on some gains over the next couple of months, that's going to suck, but it's better than risking my down payment that I'm going to use in a year or so. So that's kind of why I didn't restart this channel, because I was concerned that it might be kind of boring to just look at a money market fund every couple weeks. But I actually think it might be interesting to see the net worth increase over time. I created this little spreadsheet here that actually has my net worth graphed over every month. So as you can see, it was continuing to go up every single month over the past year or so. And then once I started paying off, in red here is my debt. You'll see that the debt actually goes down a little bit right here, but also my assets go down because I took out some money to pay that down. And then it continued to go down over the next couple of months. And then you could see the graph of my assets actually continued to go down until I completely paid off my student debt. But the interesting thing you could see is my net worth actually continued to increase over time. It kept going up every month, and hopefully it'll keep continuing to go up every month into the future. I'm currently debt free, so that means all the things that I actually earn are going into the assets category and building my net worth. So that's really interesting. It's going to change once I buy a house because I'm going to need a mortgage, but that's also an asset, so it's going to gain equity over time, which will be interesting to track as well. But as you can see, I have graphed out a couple of months in the future to see what my future cash flows will be like, and I'm hoping by the end of December next year, I'll be able to reach the $100,000 mark as a goal for my total net worth. That'll be a really huge milestone to reach, and it's really exciting to set that as a goal to reach that by the end of next year. Whether that's in cash or investments or in a house, that's still to be determined, but overall I want to have that as my net worth goal. If I scroll down a little bit, you can see the other graph. It's kind of the same, it's just a different layout. You can actually see where my debts went down over the couple of months this summer, and then where my assets were going down as I paid that off. But actually this is projected into the future without any interest on my government money market fund factored in or any gains from stock market investments. So if I just had the same amount of money and my income came in over time, I would hopefully reach that $100,000 net worth goal by the end of next year. So that's really exciting to see. Really nice to plot it out and get a goal set up ahead of time just to see what I can get out of it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy joining me on this journey. Something interesting that actually just happened was the US was actually downgraded. So their debt rating was actually downgraded from Fitch from AAA to AA+. So that actually has caused the markets to react in a negative way, and they've been down the past couple days. This is very interesting for those of us who are in government money market funds, because if it continues to drop, that might be signals of a recession. And if that happens, we'll be able to scoop up asset prices at really attractive valuations. But my goal is, if the market actually does continue to drop, I'm going to begin to scoop up those assets over time. That way I can dollar cost average into the market if needed. So if there's a huge drop, I'm going to actually begin to buy, because that's an opportunity that I just can't pass up. So that's hopefully helpful for you guys, seeing why I'm in the SPAXX investment. We'll go over that investment in the next episode a little more in detail, what it is, what they do, and how it earns interest over time. And hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any concerns, and I will be glad to answer those. So see you next time, and I'm excited to be back and continue building my portfolio on this channel. So I'll see you next time.